Hello students, welcome to class 12 physics. In this video we are going to solve textual illustration numericals from chapter 6 electromagnetic induction. Illustration number 2. A square loop of side 10 cm and resistance 0.5 ohm is placed vertically in the east-west plane. A uniform magnetic field of 0.10 Tesla is set up across the plane in the northeast direction. The magnetic field is decreased to 0 in 0.7 second at a steady rate. Determine the magnitudes of induced EMF and current during this time interval. So here the square loop is used and the side of the loop is 10 centimeter. The resistance is 0.5 ohm and the square loop it is placed in east-west plane. So you can see over here the square loop over here is placed in the east-west plane. And a uniform magnetic field is set up across the plane in the northeast direction. So you can see here the northeast direction where the magnetic field is set up. This is the northeast direction and in that direction the plane is set up. So this is the uniform magnetic plane which is in the direction northeast and its value is 0.10 Tesla. So here we need to find the induced EMF and current. Here time interval is given, that is 0.7 second. Magnetic field value is given, resistance is given and length of the square loop that is given. So as we know that phi is equals to NBA cos theta. So here you can see the magnetic field B1 is the magnetic field when the square loop is in the east-west direction. Here you can see that the theta that is 45 degree. Here you can see that the magnetic field makes 45 degree with this plane. So that makes 45 degree angle with the area vector and the magnetic field. It is nothing but theta over here is the angle between the area vector and the magnetic field B. And here B1 value of that is 0.1. So here we are using a single loop. So here N stands for number of turns. So it is 1. Magnetic field value is 0.1. Here area is, it is the area of the square loop and for square area is length into length. So it is L square cos 45 degree. So NBL square cos 45 degree, we just need to substitute the values. N equals to 1, P equals to 0.1. L is 0.1, here it is given as 10 centimeter. So converting it into meter, that is 0.1 whole square. And cos 45 degree, its value is 0.7071. So when we calculate this value, we get 7.071 into 10 raised to minus 4 Weber. Now we got the value of phi 1. Now we need to calculate the value of phi 2. Here it is not phi 1 but it is phi 2. So now phi 2 is again NBA cos theta. Here we are using NB2A cos theta. In this statement it is given the magnetic field is decreased to 0. So here B2 equals to 0. So NB2A cos theta. Here because the value of B2 is 0, the whole value of phi 2 becomes 0. So phi 2 equals to 0. Now induced EMF, the formula of the induced EMF is epsilon equals to minus delta phi upon delta t. Here delta phi that is nothing but phi 2 minus phi 1. Here it is minus delta phi by delta t. So minus into phi 2 minus phi 1 upon delta t. So phi 2 value is 0, minus phi 1 value is 7.071 into 10 raised to minus 4 Weber. So substituting its value upon delta t, that is 0.7 second. So calculating this, we get 10 raised to minus 3 volt. So we got the induced EMF value, that is 10 raised to minus 3 volt. Now we need to calculate the induced current, that is I equals to epsilon upon R, which is equals to epsilon value, that is 10 raised to minus 3, and resistance that is given in the statement is 0.5 ohm. So R equals to 0.5 ohm. When we calculate this, we get 2 into 10 raised to minus 3 ampere. So students, you may note down this numerical. Now illustration number 3. A circular coil of radius 10 cm, 500 turns and resistance 2 ohm is placed with its plane perpendicular to the horizontal component of the Earth's magnetic field. It is rotated about its vertical diameter through 180 degree in 0.25 second. Estimate the magnitudes of the EMF and current induced in the coil. Horizontal component of the Earth's magnetic field at the place is 3 into 10 raised to minus 5 Tesla. So here you can see we are having a circular coil of radius 10 cm, 500 turns and resistance 2 ohm, and it is placed with its plane which is perpendicular to the horizontal component of the Earth's magnetic field. So here you can see the Earth's magnetic field, its horizontal component is over here, and perpendicular to this is the plane of the circular coil. So initially here phi equals to NBA cos theta, where B is the magnetic field and A is the area vector. So you can see over here area vector is always normal to the surface area. So A1 is along the magnetic field, that is B. So NBA cos theta, here theta is nothing but the angle between the magnetic field and the area vector. So you can see over here that the area vector and the magnetic field both are in the same direction, so the theta is equals to 0 degree. So it is NBA cos 0 degree and cos 0 degree equals to 1. So phi 1 equals to NBA. Now what is given? It is rotated, that is the circular coil is rotated about its vertical diameter through 180 degree. So now the angle made is 180 degree. So now what happens? The area vector, because the coil is rotated 180 degree, the area vector is towards the left hand side, and that is opposite to that of the magnetic field. So now phi 2 equals to NBA2 cos theta 2, where theta 2 is nothing but angle between the magnetic field and the area vector, and as you can see both are anti-parallel to each other, so 180 degree, and here A2 is nothing but the area vector, that is A. So phi 2 equals to minus NBA, because cos 180 degree equals to minus 1. So phi 2 is equals to minus NBA. So the induced EMF in the coil is minus delta phi upon delta T, where delta phi is phi 2 minus phi 1. Here phi 2 is minus NBA minus phi 1 is NBA upon delta T. So solving this, we get minus into minus 2 NBA upon delta T. Minus minus becomes plus, so it will be 2 NBA upon delta T. Here we are having the circular loop, so its area is pi r square. So 2 NB pi r square upon delta T. Now substituting the values of N, B, pi, r and delta T. That is 2 into number of turns N equals to 500 B is 3 into 10 raised to minus 5, pi value is 3.14, R that is 0.1, so square of that, delta T is 0.25. So when we solve this, we get 3.768 into 10 raised to minus 3 volt. Now average induced current I equals to epsilon upon R. Substituting the values of resistance and the induced EMF, we get 3.768 into 10 raised to minus 3 upon 2, that is equals to 1.884 into 10 raised to minus 3 ampere. So this is the average induced current. So students, you may note down this numerical.